Welcome to the second video of our recording session today. The first one was Goblin by Sully, which I think I kind of destroyed. It was awesome. The song was good, but I did some pretty proud of my musical analysis, which not every video needs that. But that one did. I thought that was kind of cool. We are here with BTS Spine Breaker, which of course we all know that. I have seen this in the comments a zillion times. I just, for some reason, always forget about it when I go to pick out BTS songs. So today is the day. There's a cat that is an astronaut on my shirt. It's just a shirt I bought. It's not a shirt for sale. Oh, I mean, it's for sale somewhere because I bought it, but I'm not selling it. Just thought it was cool. I was about to be like, let me see if I can name them because they look so different with their haircuts, except for all the names are underneath, so I can't do that. I've been robbed of yet another chance to kick ass. Or be wrong. Jinmin look different with that dark hair. No, Jin looks really... Is that actually Jin? That doesn't look like Jin. Does someone like put someone else in Jin's spot? Who's that guy? That's not Jin. Anyways. Do you see how dirty my room is? How much stuff I got on these shelves? Obviously, I'm a guy who needs all the help he can get, and you can help me for $2 at Patreon. And if you don't want to do that, then just do it so you can feel good about yourself. Be like, there's this guy on YouTube, I don't even like him. I'm just so generous, I give $2 to people. That's cool. I won't judge you if you do that. Spine Breaker, let's go.
수십짜리 신발에 또 수백짜리 패딩 수십짜리 시계에 또 으스대지 개닉 교육은 산으로 가고 학생도 산으로 가 21세기 계급은 반으로 딱 나눠져 있는 자와 없는 자 쉬는 자와 없는 자 입은 자와 벗는 자 또 길을 써서 얻는 자 이게 뭔 일이니 유행에서는 밀리니 때를 쓰고 애를 써서 얻어내지 찔리지 가득한 패딩 마냥 욕심을
I thought it was supposed to be funny. Is it going to get funny? We're getting philosophical, talking about two groups, those who have and those who have not. But he's also kind of talking about the third group, the group that is in between the two but is striving, or it could be the bottom group, the group that is consumed with getting to be those who have. That's a different group. There's those who don't have. They're just like, we just don't have. Things are bad, we don't have. But there's some people that don't have, they're like, we're fixing this. We're gonna go get some stuff. That's a different group.
계속 차 켜지는 부모 등골을 봐도 넌 메모 자체 돈은 다 있다고 졸라대니 안 사줄 수도 없다고 에이요 베이비 철딱선이 없게 굳이 말해 그가 패딩 안 입는다고 어라 죽지 나는 패딩 안 해고 위터를 채우기 전에 네 머릿속 개념을 채우게 늦기 전에 I'm out 와우 기분 좋아 걸쳐보는 너의 dirty clothes 넌 뭔가 다른 rock and roll swag and swag alone 대체 왜 이래 미쳤어 baby 그게 너의
Sorry, I'm not smiling because the meaning is happy. I just love that vocal line. I just like it. Is it time to talk about this philosophy? No, maybe. I don't know. It's something that I probably get musical instrument envy more than other types of envy. But you know what? I'm gonna listen some more. Is that spine breaker as in your parents have curved spines? You are one of the you apply more pressure to your parents to have their spines broken, trying to get you ridiculous, stupid shit that you don't need and don't actually bring value. Actually, there's already a time for this. It's in my head and I won't forget. Is the attempting to buy nice things and I'm going somewhere different with this. The attempting to buy nicer things to look like a nicer person, right? That's value projection, right? Right. See, if I have a $500,000 sitting in the bank, I could tell you I have it. Maybe I have it and I don't have it. But if I buy a car that's $500,000, then you see me with that car. Now, it could still be a lease. You don't even know. But here's what I think the big aha recently has come into my brain via Seth Godin, a brilliant business marketing guy, is that fancy stuff is actually to prove your association to a group. And so when you go out of your way to buy it, you're not part of the group. Like maybe for like a day or a week or actually this, people who are below your group might think you're in the group, right? Like if you buy a $200,000 car, people who only have like 50 grand might be like, damn, he's rich. But people who are rich know you ain't rich. You impress people that don't matter. That's a weird way to say it. You're impressing people that don't have an ability to improve your overall economic life, and you are completely losing the trust of anyone who has the ability to elevate you higher. So there's actually no point in trying to camouflage your way in until you actually have what it takes. So for example, I don't have a bunch, I got 3 guitars in this room, 3 guitars and a bass in this room, and one usually hanging up there. And I got a couple other guitars in the house. I got like maybe 8 guitars. But I don't have 8 guitars to impress you. In fact, the majority of these guitars never leave the house. They're just for me to use here. I have them because I use them as tools, like a carpenter uses a screwdriver. But if I went out of my way to buy 8 guitars to try to impress people, no one would care anyways, and I would just be out some money.
너네 요즘 샵에 불렀지 남의 인생 참견이 총 주제넘지 속빈 항정뿐인 말들을 왜 계속해 내가 받은 돈 내가 쓰겠다는데 5천만의 취향을 다 니들처럼 맞춰 야 만족할 사람들이지 제발 넌 나 잘 사셔 네 인생 말여 니가 나면 말 안 하겠어 그래 내 팬인 더럽게 비싸고 더럽게 안 예뻐 What I say 넌 갖고 싶은데 어떡해 나보다 못 사는 친구들도 다 갖췄는데 And I say 그게 되기 싫음 사소하게 이날 때쯤이면 원래 다들 좀 그런 차례 Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I'm loco. Is it loco? I know they ain't cheap, but they got mochos. 만난 내 할 일은 잘해 부모님 들곤 안 부셔. 진짜 끌거든 날 먹고 아직도 방구석 And no. Wow, 기분 좋아 걸쳐보는 너의 dirty clothes. 넌 뭔가 다른 rock and roll is swag alone. 도대체 왜 이래 미쳤어, baby. 그게 너의 맘을 조여버릴 거야 너도 dirty clothes 나도 dirty clothes 누구나 겪어봤겠지 입고 거리로 나가보면 어깨에 힘 빡 들어가고 나보다 작아 보이지 like Gulliver 멀리 보도 예해 근데 넌 너무 배가 부른
Yeah, I get the Gulliver Travels reference.
당태 체해 후회해 넌 계속 swag해 하나 보면 맘은 배제 그래 말리지 않을게 이제 맘은 정해 Wow, 기분 좋아 걸쳐보는 너의 dirty clothes 넌 뭔가 다른 rock and roll is swag alone 도대체 왜 이래 미쳤어, baby
Yeah, let's take another side travel in here because I feel like we might just have a 30-second chorus to fade out to. My instinct on this is I find it very difficult in general to try to tell people don't do a thing. I find it difficult with myself to make myself not do a thing. And also as a educator, whatever, because I've been teaching for a long time now. 8 years, 10 years? I mean, at the university, 8 years, something like that. But if you give people things to do that they actually want to do, or they choose to do it, they get enough positive feedback, they start moving in that direction, then they just lose the time to do the stupid stuff. There's no time for it. Like, I'm trying to find like a good example. Okay, this is not a good example. This is a ridiculous example. But if you were getting into long distance running, right? And you're running like 3 hours a day. That's crazy long, right? But there are people who run 50 miles multiple times a week. So, I mean, it's ultra long distance runners. And if you are doing like, okay, I definitely know people who do like a minimum of 10 miles a day. That's like just their thing. Then you don't have to tell yourself not to eat stupid food because you immediately have to run and pay the consequences of what you've been eating. Plus you're burning tremendous calories by running. So it kind of like, if you have enough good habits that require constant tending, a garden that requires constant nurturing, the amount of time it takes to make the garden and nurture the garden will automatically start pulling some of your bad habits away. Not all of them, but some of them away, because you just don't have the time for the good habits and the bad habits. Again, I am impressed with the way they laid the message out, being like you breaking your parents' back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My upbringing was a little different. We didn't have like, money coming up, but I never put pressure on my parents. But not because, I don't think it was because I was like a good person. I was just like, what's that? That isn't, I don't think I was a bad person. I don't know. It wasn't that type of a thing. It was like, it's like asking my cat, why aren't you a bird? It's like, there's no amount of me asking my cat that makes her become a bird. It just makes my relationship with my cat weird. So like, why would I put pressure on my parents to do more? They're already working their face off. It just makes our relationship weird. I don't know. I can't say that's good, bad, or neutral. But yeah, this was different. Not what I expected. Y'all were having me believe I was be like laughing and cracking up in my seat. You did get me to like talk about stuff, which I guess is what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I can't see, I recommend this to everybody and to myself. Dude, don't think too long. Just do. Keep doing. Don't think too. See, if I think for a second, I get wigged out. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I'm sitting here in front of a camera. How am I supposed to be behaving? What am I supposed to be saying? Am I supposed to be saying things? Is it supposed to be deep? Is it supposed to be funny? What happened before this? What's happening after this? And it's like, dude, don't be thinking. Be doing. Do the work. Do the work. The work will show you how it's done. Do your set of videos. And then if you want to be reflective for 20 minutes, 15 minutes and see what's going on, cool. But like not in the middle. Work. Don't be like pontificating. That's cool too. But do 99% of everybody who has a hard time at whatever they're doing, and I'm not talking about physical elements, right? I'm talking about whatever your thing is, whatever your idea, your band, your craft, your art, your work, your pay raise, your whatever. 99% of everyone's problem is you ain't doing enough. And they don't want to hear that. They're like, I work so hard. I'm like, I'm not saying you should work harder. I'm saying if you want more, you should work harder. No one's forcing you to want more. But if you want more, you should work harder. And there's no guarantee you're going to get it. But like, stop trying to come up with like the geniusest thing to do, the most efficient way to do anything on the planet. Like, get to work. And then at the end of your workday, man, what are the efficiencies? What are the 10 things you do multiple times a day that a better tool would help you solve, or that you could maybe outsource to somebody else? Or then you let the work Let the work illuminate the problems that need solving. So you're actually solving problems that have a real value. Because I tell you, man, I mean, I'm obviously not rich, but if your goal was to be rich, the easiest way to be rich is to solve problems people have. Right? Like, Uber. No one was walking around. I mean, dude, I had my iPhone for probably 10 years. I mean, not this one, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably had iPhones for 10 years now? 8 years? I never thought I want to hit a button on my phone and get a car. Never occurred to me. But all of us go, I want to go from point A to B, and I want it to be fast, and I want it to be cheap. And when someone said I have that, it's called Uber. He said, sign me up. So like, actually solve problems that need solving. And the rest will work itself out. I mean, except for the unfortunate, catastrophic, unlucky things that tend to happen. But you can't be thinking about that, dude. Like a limb might fall through the house and kill me in my sleep tonight. I mean, it could kill me while I'm awake. But hopefully I'll be asleep. But I can't be like, oh, I shouldn't put out those videos because what if I get hit by a tree? I'm ranting. I think it turns out I had my caffeine late enough today. All right. I'm going kind of bonkers. I'm going to go take a shot of whiskey, and I will tell you that you're awesome, and that's good enough. I'm going to take a shot of whiskey. You're awesome. Be awesome to yourself. I try to be awesome to myself. I don't always succeed. Just a couple of videos ago, I was not succeeding on that, but dude, I'm like dissociative personality disorder, like the Goblin. Because I'm like, be compassionate to yourself and then kick yourself in the ass and be like, dude, get your shit together. And then when you kick yourself too many times, be compassionate to yourself, be loving to yourself, and then be like, get back to work. Sometimes this is too much fun. Pew, 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 pew.